Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm Mike, and it's currently 3:30 a.m., but couldn't really sleep, and figured, you know what, haven't done one of these in a little bit. Um, I think it needs to be addressed, um, which is ironic, because right now I'm not wearing any pants. But, but yeah, so what I want to talk about right now is accountability. Um, Taking responsibilities for your actions, handling things like an adult, um, and it seems like people have an aversion to that nowadays. Um, if I'm walking down the street and I'm not looking where I'm going, maybe I'm in a hurry, whatever. Even if I have a good reason, say I have a wife and she's giving birth to our first child. I'm running, I'm in a hurry, not really paying attention. I run into an old woman, right? Knock her down. And I do it like right in front of her mailbox or something. Um, it's my responsibility to then lean over, try and help her up, apologize for my actions because I was in the wrong. I wasn't looking where I was going. I'm the one that knocked into her. Um, it's not my um, responsibility, or well, not my responsibility. It's not the right thing to do. Isn't to be like, well, you were in my way, and I had a good reason. These are my reasons why I ran into you, and these are the reasons why I knocked you on your, you know what. Um, so like, I'm sorry, but no, no. Um, and if I do it again, the same exact thing, and I do it more than once, that's that's what's called a pattern. That shows not only did I not learn anything the first time, but the second time as well, or the third, or the fourth, whatever, whatever. Um, when you make a mistake, it's supposed to help you grow as a person. It's supposed to um, teach you how to do better. It's supposed to um, spur some emotional, mental growth, spiritual growth. Like, okay, um, you know, maybe next time if I'm in a panic, I need to, call someone to ask for a ride. Or maybe if I have to run, I will make sure I'm paying more attention so that people aren't brought into my problems. But most of all, if I make that mistake, I must be sincerely apologetic. I must sincerely apologize to the person and say, I was wrong. I take responsibilities for my actions. How can I make amends? That's the grown up thing to do. Um, I don't see that lately. I'm seeing people make a lot of excuses about things. And it's like, well, this person broke up with me, or that person, made me so angry, or, oh, my favorite one is, well, I'm human. I'm human and we all make mistakes. Yes, I agree. We do all make mistakes. But the difference is, do you own up to them? Or do you make excuses for your mistakes? If you're an adult, you take responsibility. You're the only one who can take responsibility for your own actions. No one else. It's not my job to take responsibility for you. It's not your parents' job. It's not anyone's but yourself if you're an adult. Once you're an adult, you take responsibility for everything you do and say. And that's, all I gotta say about that part. Another thing about being an adult um, is an apology should never, ever, ever come with a but. I apologize, but. I apologize, but because of. No. No. See, that's when you're not sincere. If you have buts attached to your apology, it's not sincere. It means nothing. It means less than nothing. Because what you're doing is you're saying, well, I'm saying I'm sorry, but I'm only, like, these are the reasons I did what I did. Like, no. You don't get to explain. Like, if you did something wrong, you did something wrong. Period. Full stop. End of story. If I ever apologize to any of you, and I follow the apology with a but or any kind of excuse afterwards, please slap me in the face with a brick because I deserve it. You have my full permission. It's on YouTube now. It's out there. If I ever apologize to any of you with a but, hit me repeatedly with a brick until I've learned my lesson. Because that is not the grown thing to do. It is not the responsible adult thing to do. Period. And it's like people are just so self-absorbed and so egotistical that they have to make everything about them. Um, you know, well, I'm apologizing, but, really I'm the one who was wronged, and that's why I did what I did. So, yeah. Like, no, shut up. Shut up. If you, anyone who does that kind of apology, um, you're less than nothing to me. Um, I also can't stand when people apologize or are trying to quote unquote apologize to multiple people. And rather than, you know, addressing them by like name and like maybe face to face, whatever, it's like a computer generated apology text that also has a lot of excuses. Um, it's just like if I wrong four people, I'm going to publicly apologize to those people if I wrong them in public. If I wrong them in public, I'm gonna apologize in public by name to each of them. Heartfelt, different apology for each person. That's what I would do. I wouldn't have to be spurred to do it. I wouldn't have to be asked to do it. I would just do it because it's the right thing to do. Um, and I definitely, if it was like a private matter, like if I'm in the room with someone, I wrong them, nobody else is aware of it, I'm going to message them privately, and I'm going to apologize for my actions. Um, Apologies should always be heartfelt. It shouldn't be something you feel you have to do. It shouldn't be something that you think you need to do. You should do it because you feel like you have to. Like not have to, but like you in a way, like your psyche, your heart won't let you um, move on with it until you've actually apologized because you feel remorse. You feel legitimately bad. Um, if you have to be coerced into an apology, that's also not real. Um, if if I'm with a friend when I run into that old lady and I don't instantly think to say I'm sorry, and like the friend I'm with is like, you really should apologize. It's not a good look. Blah blah blah. It makes you look like an asshole. Okay, that is not a real apology. Then that's me listening to my friend, thinking about possible repercussions, like looking like a you know what, like I just said, butthole, um, and not really feeling remorse myself. So I know I'm rambling at this point. I just need to get it off my chest because, like I said, I see a lack of um, taking responsibility for one's actions, and I see it a lot with people in their 20s. I'm not targeting all of you, so if you're in your 20s, don't get your whiskers in a tizzy. Don't get your claws out. I'm not talking about you specifically, necessarily. Um, though I will say, if this is hitting a nerve, you might be one of these people. Um, but yeah, so like, I find that generation, that like from 20 to 29, maybe even the 30, there's a lot of lack of accountability, and it's a shame. It's a real shame. My nieces are 18, and they're two of the most responsible people I've ever met in my life. And I thank God that they grew up to be the way they are right now, because I know that everyone they interact with in the future will be better off for it. Because if they wrong someone, they'll take responsibility for it. If they see someone being wronged, they're going to help that person. So, um, hopefully, the rest of like their generation and coming up is more like that. Um, so yeah, I probably sound like the crotchety old man that Clint Eastwood played in El Torino or whatever, Gran Torino. Get off my lawn. Yeah, but I mean, I'm getting older, so it's what's to be expected, I guess. But yeah, please, guys and girls, like, take responsibility for when you do wrong. Don't make excuses. Um, don't apologize if you don't actually mean it, because it just comes off as empty and hollow. Um, but most of all, just take response. Be an adult. If you're old enough to drink, you're old enough to take responsibility for everything you do in life. Period. End of story. I'm Blue, aka Mike, Mike, aka Blue, and if you like it, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Leave a comment, drop a like, whatever, all that jazz. I'm not gonna do a whole spiel about it because I'm just not really. It's not my thing. But treat others the way you want to be treated. I'll see you next time.